Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And where we find ourselves this evening is near Carrickfergus. And what I want to speak to you about is a colonel. And this man is known as Colonel Saunders, or better known for his food chain, which is the Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC. And as you can see there's a KFC just across the road, so that's where we're heading. They've got some photos in there, and I'm going to show you those. Now, Harland David Saunders, or better known as Colonel Saunders, was born in 1890 on the 9th of September in Indiana in the USA. And he's best known, of course, for founding the restaurant chain KFC. And young Saunders had a difficult childhood and home life. He was born into a poor family, and he began working as a farmhand just at the age of 10. Now, he left home at the age of 13, and he falsified his date of birth to join the US Army at the age of 16 in 1906. And after service in the Army, he had various short-time employment. He worked on the railroad for a while, also a ferry line, and even for an insurance company. And then in 1930, he started a cafe adjoining to the Shell oil station that he managed in Kentucky. And his cooking became a sensation locally. And in 1952, he began franchising his famous Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe. And there you can see one of the franchises in front of us here near Carrickfergus in Northern Ireland. And he was given the honorary name of Colonel. And so we're going to try and get across this busy road here between Carrickfergus and Belfast. And by 1963, the company had grown to 600 franchises, which is absolutely amazing. And of course, Colonel Saunders, with his white hair, his white suit and his white beard, became synonymous with KFC the world over. And he actually sold the franchise for $2 million, so quite a lot of money. Now, despite looking like the sweet old Colonel Saunders, he was actually a troubled man in his soul, because he was known for having a foul mouth. And the Colonel started to attend an Assemblies of God church in Louisville in Kentucky, and he asked the Pastor Wayman Rogers, whether God could give him an assurance that he would go to heaven whenever he died, and also if he could deliver him from the habit of cursing. And of course, Pastor Rogers responded affirmatively on both counts, and Colonel Saunders then repented of his sin, and he called upon the name of the Lord for salvation. And Colonel Saunders later testified that God did indeed save him and took away his desire to curse. And that's the Colonel there. He was water baptized in the River Jordan at the age of 77. And Colonel Saunders said at the age of 90, "People don't know that I give most of my money away. Most of it goes to churches." And he died on the 16th of December 1980, age 90, in Louisville, Kentucky, and is buried in Cave Hill. Now, that's not Cave Hill up in Glengormley. It's Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville, the USA. So we're going to go in here and have a wee look at these posters. So that's the Colonel there, as you can see. And this is another one. This is the actual restaurant that he used to own before he started the KFC franchise. So you can see there, it's Harland Saunders Restaurant. And of course it became a sensation. And you can see there it says established 1940. And again it says Herm Cafe. So there you go, that's the story of the sweet old Colonel Sanders, and how his KFC became known worldwide. So thanks for watching, and God bless.